sleep, and I want to take full advantage of that, because if I waited till 1 o'clock on the dot, I'd make it probably halfway through, and it still might happen. I don't know. But I just wanted to touch base on the basics of our shampoo and the why behind 2 lathers and 1 condition. And you guys, I didn't know this, so I've been learning right along ahead of you guys. This is something that I've become passionate about, and it's really kind of interesting as to why they have you, or even when you go to a salon, they lather twice. It's quite amazing, to be honest. And I just, I think because we buy that shampoo in the store or in a salon and it automatically lathered in the beginning, that we just assumed we were getting a good wash. Well, lo and behold, no. And I don't remember, I'd have to look this one up, but the exact reason that the other shampoos versus ours lather in the beginning, there was something in them. I don't remember, sorry, I'll have to look that one up. But there's a reason behind that. So with the Monet shampoo and conditioner, I have notes, you guys, so bear with me if I look, because I have to stay on track. If I don't stay on track, I get the squirrel syndrome. So the lather 2 times offers us a better cleansing experience. So basically, the first lather, it's that beginning process of breaking up residue, buildup, the environmental factors that we come into contact with, the product we put on our hair. It's that first process of breaking that all up and allowing our hair to really get that clean feeling. And with that first lather, there's not usually a lot of suds in that, because the dirtier your hair is, the less suds there should be. And so that's that first concept of using that first wash initially, if that makes sense. So depending on your hair, depending on the concentration of the shampoo, and depending on the quality of the shampoo, is the amount of portion you should use in the beginning. My first wash, I use about 1/4 size. And like I said, the dirty hair doesn't suds up well, and so there's really no reason for us to squirt the whole bottle, because it's not really going to benefit you, because if you're thinking you're going to get a sud out of it, no, it doesn't work like that. And also another side fact with that is extra product is really hard to rinse out. I didn't know this either. So if you used half the bottle trying to get it to suds, you're going to be there a while trying to get it to rinse out. The second lather, it'll foam rather nicely. And again, you'll use according to your hair length and thickness, the concentration of the shampoo. If you're not using Monet, I really can't recommend that, but on Monet, I still use about 1/4 size. My hair now is down a little, sitting on my shoulders, and I have very fine hair, but it's thick, if that makes sense. So I use about 1/4 size, and it works both well on both the first wash and the second wash. If any of the admins in here want to comment below on kind of what they use, please do, so that people can kind of better understand that. If you're using something other than the Monet shampoo, I really don't have an insight. For me, I was one of those people that would just squirt and go, because I guess I felt like the suds was something that made me feel like it was getting my hair clean. In reality, I learned just the opposite. Let's see. The lather, it basically, when you start that lather, both first and second, whatever you're doing, it starts to break up the the second lather, sorry, I'm all over the place, will finish loosening up the buildup, the residue, the product, and it'll break it away when you start that lather. It'll get it off your hair strands and start to separate it, so that when you rinse it, it's dissipating, if that makes sense. Something I learned too is that peroxides. Now, when I think of peroxide, I think of the peroxide we pour on wounds, but there's so much more than that, and that's part of this process of me learning, is we get peroxides in the environment. We come in contact them with UV and O2, and we come in contact with those daily. And I mean, if you think about it, especially blonde-haired people, we are more prone to attract those things into our hair. I know it's crazy, but it's the truth. And so when we see those daily, they tend to build up on our hair, and they cause dryness, damage, color fade, even brittleness, and then they affect the way that we can style our hair. And I mean, really, who has time for that? As I dove into this, you guys, and I'm learning it, it's kind of astonishing to me that somebody who didn't give a rip about her hair before, the factors that really played in part with it. And it's kind of shocking to know that, even those what we thought expensive shampoos we're putting on our hair can cause some buildup, can cause breakage, can cause these things, because what I've learned is there's silicones in them, which I don't want to get too much into this because this is really just about the lather, rinse, and repeat, is in those shampoos is building up on our hair. I'm going to do a video about detox, but one of the things I learned about when we go through a detox, if we go through a detox, or they've changed the term on that. It's not a detox, it's something else, but it's because that silicone is protecting our hair, and so that shampoo is not breaking through. It's just temporarily covering the top, and so when we can consistently using it, that's when it starts to break away and starts to repair the hair and create that healthy, natural-based hair. Okay, so moving on. And then on the second lather, it will shut down those residual peroxides that we're getting from the UV and the O2 and the outside elements that we're getting from the air. It'll shut that down, and again, like I talked about earlier, it starts to break those away, and in that second lather, you know, it's starting to cause them to dissipate, and then you rinsing them, and then it begins to protect your hair. So no matter what, if you're washing your hair at home, a salon, a car wash, maybe the lake, the river, I don't know, I'm just kidding, add a little humor. Make sure that you're lathering twice. And I promise you, it's not just to get through the bottle quicker. I have been on my same bottle of shampoo since April. So you guys, it really does last. And of course I mix it up. I'll use the color shampoo for my blonde occasionally, but I mean, really, it does last a long time. So make sure you're using a shampoo with mild elements that work to remove the dirt, the grime, the product, but not damage your hair strands and damage the protein and the lipid layers of your scalp. So that's all I have for you guys, and I hope you have a good day, and if you have any questions, post them below. Bye.